Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of Destination Nice. I'll look at some of the entrants to this year's Junior Eurovision Song Contest. So the heroes we're looking at tonight are from Poland, Malta, Georgia, and Armenia. So let's say hello to everyone around the room. Hello, John.
Hi, folks.
Sarah.
Hi, everyone.
Bogdan.
Hi, everyone.
And James.
Hi, everyone.
And me, Richard, and not forgetting Staggy. There he is. So, kicking off is Poland this episode. They debuted in 2003, and they've won the contest twice. Everybody in this episode has won the contest multiple times. So, Poland won the contest in 2018 and 2019. John, let us know what you think about this year's Polish entry.
Thanks, Rich. Well, it's called I Just Need a Friend, and it's by Maja Krzyzewska. My apologies. My apologies, Poland. I'm trying to learn your language on Duolingo, but that's a completely another story. Cracking little song. Polska ma to. Poland has it. They have what it takes to win this contest. Maybe less so than Big S, but they know what they're doing. And they can tap into a theme, and this is one that could just sneak up there, I think. Flits very nicely between Polish and English. You know, I often harp about these songs that are written in one language and then it's clumsily translated into another. This doesn't work like that. It works well the way she flips between the two languages. It's a good old big ballad. Now, who doesn't love a good old big ballad? Sung by someone who's a competent vocalist, and Maja is a very competent little vocalist there. Big S in the years to come, maybe. Be about time. Lovely big chorus too. It's got a lot going for it. If the staging is quite dramatic, this is gonna, stop people in their tracks. Very heartfelt. It's all about friendship, and what the world needs at the moment is a bit more friendship going on. So again, it could strike a chord for that. So all in all, I love what Poland have done this year. I'd be happy to go to Poland next year. Thanks, Rich.
Thank you. Now we move on to the hero from Malta. Now, Malta debuted like Poland in 2003, and again, they've won the contest twice in 2013 and 2015. And to tell us about this year's Maltese entry is Sarah.
Right, well, Malta are represented this year by Yulan, and she's singing Stronger. Now, I'm going to start off with the positives of this, because I have to say that Malta do tend to send quite good entries where ballads are concerned, as well. And usually they tend to send vocalists, are quite strong, I certainly think a lot of them would fare well in adult Eurovision. Yulan's voice is very, very good. I have to say, probably on a par with, not quite perhaps on a par with Destiny, but nearer. She's quite near there. It's a good song. I say it's a ballad. Again, the only thing I'm thinking here is, would it fare better at adults ESC, because it's kind of it's gearing more towards that type of ballady song. I do wonder how it's going to fare amongst all the different age groups that will be voting. I can see it appealing to the adults that will be watching, perhaps the more older kids. The younger kids, I'm not so sure. So she, as I say, she has got a lovely voice, but whether she's going to crack the top 10, I think is going to be another matter. I did find myself, after a while of listening to the song, drifting off just a little bit. So I do fear for it in that sense. But yeah, a fair entry from Malta. Yeah.
Thank you, Sarah. Moving on is Georgia, and they're the most successful country at Junior Eurovision Song Contest, winning the contest in 2008, 2011, and 2016. Bogdan, tell us about this year's Georgian entry.
Well, thank you, Richard. This year, Georgia is represented by Anastasia and Ranina. Ranina is actually a duo made out by Nicolas and Otto. Again, we have a ballad. Apparently, it's a ballad night. It's a quite challenging vocally speaking, a challenging ballad to sing. And from what I heard from the video, all the singers have really good voices, and the song blends like a Disney style and some ethnic harmonies towards the chorus, and I quite enjoy it. However, I'm a bit afraid that this is a more of song for the juries and not for the younger audience. Having said that, we shall see how it will do on the night.
Thank you, Bogdan. And finally, we're off to Armenia, who, like Georgia, debuted in 2007, and Armenia won the contest in 2010 and 2021. And of course, some of us were there at the contest last year in 2022 in Yerevan. James, let us know what you think about Armenia this year.
Right, so this year Armenia are being represented by Yan Girls and Do It My Way. Now, the thing about this song, the moment it started was I turned around and thought, who's left the news on? And then I realized it's actually the start of the song. It just has that sort of that bong, sort of gets your attention. So yeah, that works really well. It's very modern, very boppy. It makes you want to dance along to it. It's quite an empowering little song. It's sort of, about, we're doing this our way. It's got that little feel of, teacher, leave them kids alone to it, which is quite cool. I love some lyrics, don't you mess with me, being said by someone who's like 4 feet tall is quite funny. So that works really well. They also mention cha-cha, which I think just sort of every Eurovision fan out there was going, oh, Finland. So I think there's lots working in here that's just going to sort of pull people in, which is really nice. Armenia know what they're doing when it comes to junior Eurovision. We were in Yerevan last year, so clearly they know that. Watching this song, I think staging is going to be key, but I also think that Nare last year was spectacular on stage. I have a feeling the Armenian team behind this is going to sculpt this perfectly. Are we going to end up back in Armenia, just sort of flip between France and Armenia at JESC? I think there's a real possibility that could happen.
Thank you, James. And as always, I ask the question, do you think one of the 4 countries spoken about tonight, could you see them possibly winning this year? John?
I think so, yes. Yes, there are several countries in this little quartet that have form, and it shows.
Yep. Sarah?
Yeah, there's a couple that stand out for me. So, yeah, I think so. Definitely a winner there.
Yeah. Bogdan?
I definitely, there are at least 2 songs here that can win it, especially one of them we just talked about. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. And James?
Oh, easily there's a winner amongst this lot. Potentially several.
Yeah, I agree. Those potential winners in this group as well. Well, thank you for joining us for episode 3 of Destination Nice. Don't forget you can comment on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all those sorts of places, and below in the article as well. And join us for next time when we have our final episode of Destination Nice. So it's goodbye for now from all of us. Bye.
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 Bye.